Hi, I'm Arlene and I'm back again with another video. Today I'm going to be doing my fragrance tray video and show you what I wore this week. Okay, so this is the tray, but we're going to ignore a lot of this that's going on up here because I'm changing my mind about this, but I will show you the ones that I did wear. First, I'm going to start off with Midnight Pomegranate. I wore the spray and the lotion, but I didn't feel like getting the spray out. This has notes of, oh, I can't see that, y'all. Okay, ruby red, pomegranate, sparkling cassis, white jasmine, blackberry spice, patchouli. This was one of the fragrances that I really liked. I said it smelled like perfume, but let me tell y'all. This week when I put that on and I layered it with Bright Crystal by Versace, I did not like this combination. I don't know what's going on with my nose or whatever, but right now maybe it was too hot for this Midnight Pomegranate. I don't know. But I will layer this again. But next time I'll be using Forever Red because I know I like Bright Crystal with Forever Red. I did not enjoy this Midnight Pomegranate. So I'm just going to put her right back up and wait till it gets cooler. Okay, I am so excited, y'all. I want y'all to cheer with me. Yes! I finished Pleats, Please. And I finished Billie Eilish. Now, these are fragrances that I liked. I really like Billie Eilish, but I have Nebris, so I will not be replacing it. And I'm not going to replace Pleats, Please either. It's one that I like, I did not love, so I'm glad I'm through with it. I tried to get all of this out of here since you can't see the bottom of the bottle, but I did good. So the last time what I did, I turned it this way and I marked it with March. So I had used the top part and still had the bottom part. So I used it all up. This is just the 1 ounce bottle. But I found that Billie Eilish is a very nice topper with whatever you use. And it's a spicy vanilla fragrance, but it still has an airiness to it. Now, this is Pleats, Please. Pleats, Please is like an airy, watery rose. It has good longevity on that. And so I just basically layered it with pretty much any and everything. So this was like a base for a lot of different things that I layered with. I used Sunshine Mimosa this week to layer. This is, oh, come on now. Bright Bubbly Champagne Fresh Citrus. So it's like a bubbly orange fragrance. And I also layered with Twinkling Midnight Sky. I'm almost finished with this. But y'all, I had a whole set. I have not been using the lotion. Well, I've been using the lotion, but not as much. But I have not used the shower gel. That's the one I haven't been using at all. So this has notes of midnight flowers, sparkling vanilla, iced blackberry. Now, what I will say, just how I explained how the Midnight Pomegranate had got on my nerves, this did that for a moment too. But then I just started liking it as I used it. So the same thing could happen with Midnight Pomegranate. I don't know, because I used to like it when I first got it. But anyway, Twinkling Midnight Sky. I layered it with the Pleats, Please and Billie Eilish. And these combos were good. So one of the days I did use the Sunshine Mimosa. The other day I used the Twinkling Midnight Sky. And that helped me to finish this out. And these are the fragrances that I wore to work. So the Billie Eilish and the Please Please, those were the ones I was wearing to work with the Twinkling Midnight Sky and the Sunshine Mimosa. This is also one that I wore to work. This is Victoria's Secret Gold Struck. It has notes of citrus and passion fruit. Very pretty. Just a beautiful, tropical, fruity fragrance. Just pretty, and had some creaminess to it. So when I wore it to work. I wore it with Confidential Private Gold. This is by Lattafa. This is a fruity, passion fruit, some other fruits, musky fragrance. Now the thing about this, it did kind of disappoint me because the fruits in this fragrance is not lasting. The fruitiness at the top when you first spray it, it does not last for me. It's turning into just a musky fragrance. So that's quite disappointing, especially since it's like a 3.4 bottle. But I'll use it for the summer. So I did layer it with the Gold Struck, and it was pretty. And I also use Gold Struck with Halley by Tiziana Terenzi. This is the pretty passion fruit fragrance. It's a bit musky too. It's fruity. That top is heavy. It's fruity, has a bit of freshness to it. I pick up on like a soapy smell. I didn't hear anybody say that about this fragrance. As far as when I watched some reviews, but I pick up on that Irish Spring soapy scent, but that fades away, and then you get into the pretty fruitiness, and it has some musk in there. It's very pretty, beautiful for the summertime. And even though this has sweetness to it, I do think that it's still a unisex fragrance. If a man doesn't mind wearing a bit of fruitiness in his fragrance, because it has that freshness in it, like I said, like Irish Spring, and it all comes together and it's very beautiful. But that is Halley by Tiziana Terenzi. Okay, so this fragrance is my Lancome Nuit Trésor EDT. This fragrance did what it... Oh, my finger's in the shot. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Okay. This fragrance did all of the things, everything that it was meant to do. So pretty. Received compliments, but oh my God, it just smelled so good. It is like a fruity, sweet rose. I think this one has some raspberry in there with vanilla and some patchouli. It is so pretty. It is a sensual, flirty fragrance. I enjoyed wearing this. And I layered it with Among the Clouds. This is Wildberry Skies with Whipped Vanilla Clouds. This is a pretty berry fragrance with a little bit of citrus, even though it doesn't say citrus. Layered beautifully, wore beautifully. I enjoyed that combo. And what I will tell you is that I wore it to a barbecue, and I did not have this Trésor in a decant. I already had the Intense in the decant, and so I freshened up with that, and I let some other people smell the Intense, and they were loving it. So eventually I did layer this with the Intense later on in the evening. So I should have had the Intense out here, but this was the star of the show. And so today I wore Golden Eclipse, which is fragrance notes of glowing berries, shimmering blossom, sun-warmed wood. This is a nice light fragrance. You get a bit of sweetness. The berryness probably comes out slightly, but it's just more of a light, almost can layer with anything. And so to me, you get some vanilla in this, but it's very pretty. So I used it to layer with the Initio Psychedelic Love. And this Psychedelic Love by Initio is a beautiful fragrance. It has a little bit of powderiness about it. It has vanilla. It has ylang ylang in it. Some hedione. Does it have heliotrope? I know it has some hedione. So you're getting like some almond in there. This is a beautiful fragrance. One of my friends, they both liked it, but one of them said that it smelled a little bit heavy to her. But then I was like, smell it now. And I said, it dries down. I said, the heaviness, it kind of punched you in the face with some heaviness. But then that just dries down and becomes very calm and pretty and almost a little bit airy where it's just like floating in the air. This is a pretty fragrance. The other one just loved it. And I was trying to get her to see if she, if it smelled a little bit similar to something else that she likes, but she didn't pick it out. To me, it kind of has a little bit of a black orchidness to it, but it's lighter. It's not as heavy as black orchid. It just comes out a little bit. But Psychedelic Love by Initio, this is good. I know everybody loves Side Effects and Atomic Rose and Must Therapy, which I'm going to smell Must Therapy again. But this one right here, this was the one that I really liked when I went around sniffing, smelling this. I'm so glad I have it. This bottle feels good in your hand, y'all. It really does. Nice and weighty, but the feel of the material, the way the bottle was made. Anyway, love this too. So that is it for this week's fragrance tray, or the fragrances I wore this week. Hold on, let me get a little shot of it. I just put them all, the ones in the front. So I am so glad that I got through some perfume bottles and the fragrance mist. My project Use It Up will be stopping pretty soon, like mid-June. I'll start one for the summer, but I'm moving right through them, y'all. I wish I was getting through these fragrance sprays faster, but I think I've done a really good job. Anyway, thank you. And hello and welcome to everyone. Thank you for watching. Thanks for sharing, subscribing, leaving comments. Love you all. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.